I fucked up my hair. Good job, me.
It happens sometimes, you know what I mean? That's the way it goes down. What's the deal, my people? You know it is Don Tony Teflon, and I'm back at you with a motherfucking another one. And you know what the fuck this is. You know what the fuck we doing. This is Game of Thrones Season 7 premiere motherfucking night. And this is the stream that was fucking promised. What's good to all my motherfuckers in the live chat? And I am joined by one of the greatest looking, one of the greatest YouTubers besides Game of Thrones, anything she does. And she has a lot of other shit she does too besides Game of Thrones. So check out her other channels for all that Star Wars and all that goodness. But no other than the Rawrist. What's good, girl?
Man, shit, after that intro, I'm gonna fucking blush about this. Man, you're so much more excitable than I am, where I'm just like, hey, let's drink some wine and talk, and you got a intro.
This is Game of Thrones premiere night. You know, we got to turn this motherfucker up. You know I got the drink in hand. You see me at the bar. You know the shot cup is there. And if you want the Don to take shots, you know what you gotta do. Hit that super chat. Throw me something and tell me which bottle you want me shot. But don't get me too drunk. I got more streams to do. So, Ross, I want to ask you right off the motherfucking bat, if I motherfucking can, real motherfucking quick. What are you looking forward to most out of everything this whole motherfucking season? One thing that you're looking forward to. Can I hear that from you real quick?
Oh, I want to see Cersei going fucking crazy. I want to see how she runs King's Landing, how she's trying to run the Seven Kingdoms, because you know the Mountain is going to be smashing people's heads in when they say any shit about her. I just want to see how she just keeps clutching tighter and tighter, trying to stay in control, and how much she just fucks everything up, and how many people are upset with her rule. I just think watching her she finally got what she wanted. She wanted to rule. She felt she was firstborn, so she should have had everything. So now she has it, and I want to see her fuck it up.
I'm so excited. She's got to get that dick, though. You know, I think she's been looking for dick. I mean, it's from when we first met the chick, right? When the first scene we really see her doing anything, we see her fucking. We see in the book she's fucking everybody. She's basically like Gatehouse Amy. She's just like this, holding it down for anyone who comes in her clutches. So will Cersei get that dick? Will she get dick down this season, but not raped by Jaime? I'm saying dick down, some love. Will that happen with her this season? What are you thinking there?
Oh, I think she's gonna bone Euron. I think Euron 100%.
I got to. That's right. I'm glad to hear that. I got to agree with you on that. She definitely has no chance but to do that. Without a doubt, she has no choice but to be with Euron. There's nowhere else for her to go. There's zero for her else to do. There's no other people there for her to be down with. You know what I mean? So that is the way it is. Oh my God, we have gotten a $20 motherfucking donation. Get this party started right from my girl Renee. What are we drinking here right now, Renee? Put it in the chat. What you want the Don to be shot? Are we shotting the pure white Hennessy? Or we are shotting the Jack Cards apple, whatever rum over here. You let me know. Put that in the chat, and I will take that shot for you. And that's the way it goes. We got to get this shit popping. So, besides, I seen your stream that's went on with Aziz, and I'm very great. And I'd just say everyone who participated in this, these are the best YouTubers, the best people that you could ever ask for friends. I mean, in all honesty, these are people who quadruple and quadruple the subscriber count, the views I get, and yet they ain't looking at me like, who the fuck are you? We ain't working with you. They ain't like that. They're really good people. They really agreed to jump right on it. When I approached Ross first about this, and me and Ross go back. Like, we were supposed to get on like years ago. We had plans to do. I did a stream with Aziz on a brand chapter, and she was supposed to be on that, but time conflicted, fucked that up, and we could not get that off. You know what I mean?
You're calling me out on my fucking busy schedule. I did that to everyone. Everyone was like, hey, let's do this. I'm like, I work too much.
Yeah, I hear you, and I understand that. You know what I mean? And that is what it is. So I didn't see what Renee put right there. So I'm just gonna take a shot of the pure white Henny because I want to, and I'm just gonna say that she said do that. So that's how we're gonna run it like that. So we are taking all questions from the chat right here. As I said, thank you to everyone who participated in this stream that was promised. Everyone else, everyone got it popping. Everyone's doing their goddamn thing. I truly do appreciate everybody be here. We are fucking 6 fucking hours the motherfuck out. 6 hours. That is Not a lot of time, people. And I hope that this stream is helping you get through it and helping you get through everything. So, Ross, I'm going to ask you this question.
No. I have a question for you.
Oh, go right the motherfucking head then, goddamn it.
Okay, so how do you feel about the leaks that Tywin is coming back as a white? They have actual photos of it and everything. How do you feel about that? Aziz and I were talking about that live stream.
I don't know if I can believe that. I mean, is he going to have shit?
No, I'm dead serious. No, he is back as a white, and he is going to attack Cersei. It's a leak.
I mean, is he going to have shit stains out of his ass? Is he going to have dried up shit down the inner thigh of his ass? Is he going to have the arrow in the stomach?
Wouldn't all ice whites have that when they die?
I mean, specifically the way he died. I mean, I would think that he was, you know, he shitted on himself. And
well, you know, we all shit and piss ourselves when we die, right?
I hope not. I hope that don't happen to me. And if I know,
it will happen to you. Your bowels are held in when you're alive, but when you die, they release. So you shit and piss yourself when you die.
I don't know. I'm sure it happened to other people, but the Don don't embarrass himself like that. I think that I'm going to have to.
It's going to happen to you.
Well, at least I won't be alive to see it. Goddamn. That's what, like, these people, they tried to take me camping before, and I went camping with them and shit, you know. And I'm from Queens. I'm from the city. I don't do this wood shit. And I get out there, and I'm like, hey, I got to go to the bathroom. Where do I go to the bathroom? They're like, here. And they hand me a shovel. I'm like, what the fuck am I going to do with that? They were like, dig a hole. Like, dig a hole? I'm going home. God damn it. I'm not sitting in no goddamn hole. This is a little house in the goddamn prairie.
I get it. You're a pussy. Oh, that makes sense, Tony. I understand now.
Oh, no. I get pussy. But when it comes to people being outside in the woods.
No, you're a pussy. You can't even poop in the woods. What kind of
I know I am not. If that makes me a pussy, then yes, I am not digging a hole and wiping my ass with a leaf and sitting in the woods. I'm not doing that. That's not for me. So Don is camping.
You're saying you're not a man.
I'm a man.
Everyone, you heard this here first.
Listen, I'll tell you,
that's what makes a man.
Listen, if shitting in a hole makes you a man, if that's the criteria of being a man, take a shit in this hole outside and wipe your ass with a leaf, then hell no.
Oh God, if that's what makes a man, do I want to know what makes a woman if making a man is shitting in a hole?
Yeah. I would like to hear what the fuck that would be. Like, what type of woman would that be?
I'm sure it's going to involve, if we go to the live chat, which I'm not even going to look at, involves holes as well, but maybe a different type of hole.
Yeah, and I don't know if they're going to be asking the shit out of those holes either, and at least out of a couple of them and stuff like that. But, you know, listen, I can't get down like that. Now, as for the Tywin situation, I can't see them doing it. It would be kind of crazy. How would his, all right, number one, do they burn people in Westeros? Do they burn his body or bury his body?
Okay, wait. On a scale from 1 to 10, how much do you believe that there actually was a leak stating Tywin is a white?
I mean, if you're telling me it, then I'm going to say 4.
Yeah, no. I've been fucking with you this entire. I've been fucking with you for hours, messaging you. Hey, Tony, did you hear this rumor? I was really hoping you'd bring it up yourself, and then I'd just be like giggling, like.
She was. This is true. This is a true story. She was hitting me on the text. Tywin. I'm like, what is going on?
Hey, Tony, did you hear about? I was really hoping you'd fuck up, and then I could just mess with you. But you're too goddamn skeptical about everything.
You know, I am. You know, I'm from Queens, New York. I'm black. You know, I'm always looking over my shoulder. You got to worry about stuff like that growing up in America. 15 motherfucking bones from Trial by Trivia, and I'm going to say, you know, well, let me say this right now. Live on Teflon TV, Game of Thrones premiere, the stream that was promised. I am going on Trial by Trivia. Val, watch your little skinny ass. I'm coming for that title. I'm taking the title. I'm not even taking the bye.
Wait. I need clarification.
And I'm going to the top.
I need clarification. You just said you're coming for Val, right? I just want to make sure I heard that right.
I am coming for Val. Okay. And I got a load like Pete North, so you better watch yourself.
Everyone save this part of the stream. This is now a GIF. And make sure you post it everywhere.
The Don is coming for Val with a load like Pete North. And you know what that is if you know what it is. You know what I'm saying? I'm bringing that down. We're going to go in here. We're going to take some questions. I got to take a couple of shots from these people. I got 2 shots to take. You know what I mean? Live says, Rawrist, I love you. We got mad people. Alicia Kingston, what up to you? What up to Laura High? What up to Sam? What up to Joe Swag? What up to the Lob Dog? What up to Timo? Timo. What up to Ever Curious? What up to all my people? What up to Because Geek? You think you're gonna burn me, but I ain't been burnt yet, girl.
Shit.
You gonna see.
Everyone's looking for Because Geek, though.
You gonna see what happens. You gonna see. Now I'm gonna take these shots, and while I do, Ross, will you please talk to the people?
Okay, someone ask a question, and I will try to answer the best of my ability.
There you go. There you go. What up, Aaron? How you doing? I got the shot clock. We fill it up. Shot number 1 going down saloon. Down the hatch.
The Red Sox god needs a life.
Shot number 2 going down saloon.
Q&A, why are you always against Danny winning the throne? Is that more towards you? Because I don't think I've ever been very anti-Danny.
Me personally, when I talk about Danny, I say this is a chick who has fucked her way to the top. Let's not lie about what's going on here. She fucked her way to the top. And that's why I most likely got problems with him. Really, because me and Charlie of Westeros got a lot of beef over this situation. Because I'm a Stannis dude. He's a Danny girl. And I tell him all the time, Danny ain't done nothing but fuck her way to the top. Let's be real about it. She ain't done nothing else but that. And if it wasn't going down like that,
let's dial this shit back for a second. Besides being forced into a marriage with Drogo, she went and did the ritual herself that brought the dragons forth. After that,
all right. Well, she went in there not to do the ritual. She went in there to kill herself, and then it actually just happened to happen. It wasn't
no. She knew what the fuck was going on. She knew what the fuck was going on.
She ain't studied no magic spell.
And after that, she made diplomatic marriages, but it wasn't, you're kind of saying she fucked her way to the top, but yeah, she was forced into one marriage. She got her dragons through her own courage. And I'm not pro Danny here, so
I'm saying
after that, she had mistresses. Well, what's a man mistress, and she made alliances because that's what you do as a monarch. You make alliances with
you don't make marriage. You don't make alliances fucking to help though. She fucked the help.
Okay.
Right?
So tons of monarchs, Tony, come on, man. Tons of monarchs in our own history, and even in A World of Ice and Fire, had mistresses or people they fucked on the side. That is normal.
We look at Bill Clinton, the man who put a cigar up Monica Lewinsky's pussy and stuck it in his mouth right after. Did he fuck the help? You seen what happened to him. That's what you get for fucking the help. He fucked the help. When you're a king or a queen, you got to understand you cannot fuck the help. And if you do, you can't get bagged for it. You can't get bagged for it. You got to keep that shit on the low.
You're holding her to a standard that then you are not holding the other monarchs we know of in the World of Ice and Fire. You're saying, well, she fucked her way to the top, which is completely inaccurate. But then you don't want to look and say it about any of the other monarchs because they certainly fucked the help.
I'm just saying, she didn't get there from conquering anyone. She didn't fight no wars. She didn't strategize no battles. Everything she got from fucking her way to the top. She fucked Khal Drogo. She was with Khal Drogo. Khal Drogo liked that. She wasn't feeling him. She figured out a way to fuck him right to get her on his side. Same thing that Cersei does. Same thing these other women do. But I'm saying her.
Okay, so you're saying the fragile virgin who basically was raped over and over again.
Well, but she wasn't raped.
Was fucking her way to the. Are we talking books versus show? Because we got to
look at the books version because the books we know Khal Drogo did not rape her. He respected her. She wanted it.
Bullshit. First night together was consensual. After that, he came in and took her over and over again, and she was crying and uncomfortable to the point where she thought about killing herself.
Yeah, but
she was so tired of him taking
because he's. Well, you got to learn how to when you're dealing with a large type man. All right, now let me give you ladies some advice. When you're dealing with a magnum type man, right? When you're dealing with a man who can wear a magnum, you got to know how to work yourself in there. You got to know how. And I don't think there was any Dothraki KY Jedi going on back in that day. You know what I mean?
Remember, ladies, when a huge warlord constantly comes and wakes you from your sleep and rapes you, it's your fault because you didn't have that KY
We didn't
jelly.
say it was her fault.
You didn't have that fucking KY jelly.
I would say that he should have used at least, should have spit shined it for her or something. He should have did something that helped her out and smoothed it off in her and stuff like that. It should have been a situation like that. But by saying that she put the dragon eggs in the pyre, she knew what she's doing. There's no way she knew that was going to happen. She went there to kill herself and she got lucky. That's what happened. She got lucky that shit didn't kill her, as George R. R. Martin has stated. She's not fireproof. It was just a whole situation with Mirror Master, the eggs, and Khal Drogo soul. And when you look at this,
you're just gonna ignore all her dragon dreams. You're gonna ignore all that shit and just say she fucked her way to the top.
I say like this: when I deal with dreams, especially now when we talk about the Fire White situation that we have all been exposed to, when I deal with dreams and situations, only dreams that you get or you get sent to you are all from Blood Raven and the Children of the Forest. That's the only that's the only way. Jojen's dreams, her dreams, any dream, Jamie's falling asleep on the weirwood stump dreams, all these dreams come from one source, and that source is Blood Raven, who is the great other.
Wait. So you're saying every single dream of prophecy was from Blood Raven? You're so
it's from the green.
Shit.
It's from a
you're
green
so
seer.
Fucking shit. You have no
idea. From a green seer.
Okay. What
from
about
the green seer?
Let's break. How long has Blood Raven been alive?
I said a green seer. He is considered to be the last green seer. Was there a green seer before him? Was there a green seer?
Wait a second. You said every dream comes from Blood Raven. Could you share with us how long? I can rewind this live stream, sir. It's being recorded.
So let me straighten it out for you. Let me unpack it. All right. Every dream, any vision ever sent to anyone at any time period in this show is from the Children of the Forest's green seer. That is it. At this particular time, it's Blood Raven. So anything in this happening at this time is being sent from Blood Raven. Anything that happened from a time before that is being sent from the green seer who was before Blood Raven. That's the only people.
They sent them to the Targaryens to be like to Darren the Drunkard. Hey, by the way, your uncle's gonna die. What was the point of that? You think the Children of the Forest sent him that dream?
I can explain the whole situation for you if you want. If you want to break it down, when you look at the Children of the Forest, and I shall do it for you real quick. When you look at the Children of the Forest at the time when Children of the Forest, before the Targaryens even hit Westeros, we see they had beef with the Ironborn. The Ironborn killed their first green seer, which was named Yig, and Yig is described as a pale tree who was eating on human flesh. So we know that is a green seer.
All the first men were killing the Children of the Forest. And
let's go through it. Wait, let's finish it off.
Ugh.
So the Ironborn go there, the Grey King goes there, he kills Yig. And that's how he gets his first ship. And that's how the Ironborn are created. So the Children of the Forest got beef with the Ironborn. Right? So we have right now the Garden Kings. The Garden Kings are slaughtering the Children of the Forest, putting their hands through them. They got people named Green Hand, Blood Hand for putting their hands through the Children of the Forest. So the Children of the Forest are being decimated. They're losing the whole thing. All of a sudden, Harren the Black, who was an Ironborn, starts building Harrenhal right by the Isle of Faces. He's going to the Isle of Faces, cutting down the weirwood trees and putting them in as banners and using it for his castle. That is known. So what do the Children of the Forest do? The Children of the Forest, they send a dream to Daenerys the Dreamer. Daenerys is considered the dreamer. Why? Because she's the only one having these dreams. They wouldn't call her the dreamer if there was a bunch of people doing it.
Your timeline is so fucking off. How much have you had to drink?
No, with my time, we're talking about
my timeline. You are hundreds of years off on your timeline, sir. You are so off on your Holy shit!
If we're talking about
shit, you have no idea what you're talking about right now. The timeline doesn't even work with what you said.
The timeline is perfect.
You crazy asshole.
The question that is asked at this particular time is why the Children of the Forest hate the Targaryens or why they are sending dreams. So I have to explain to you exactly the dreams they sent to people.
Yeah, but they're not making sense because your timeline isn't matching up with the dreams versus what the person was doing.
What do you mean? Of course they're just making sense. There is no doubt it's making sense because there's no way when you look at
the all right.
Harren the Black.
No, give me a fucking second. So you're telling me that Harren was building Harrenhal.
Yes.
And you're saying they didn't like it, so they talked to the Dreamer? Daenerys the Dreamer.
Yes, this is what happened. They talked to him.
She was dead by then.
No, he wasn't. No, she wasn't. When they sent the message to the Danish Dreamer, she was dead by then. You are correct on that. She sent the message to Danish Dreamer.
I'm gonna find you and I'm gonna beat you. Where in New York do you live so I can beat your ass?
You can come right over.
You just said they were alive at the same time, and then as soon as I called you out about it, you're like, "Oh no, they were dead." You are full of shit, sir.
No, let me explain it to you right at this particular.
No, I don't think I want to explain because
you have no choice. My goddamn channel.
Every time you talk, you get the timelines wrong, and you're
no, I do not get the time wrong.
So after the bonfire, how did Dany fuck her way to the top? So after she got her dragons, what did she do next to fuck her way to the top?
We are talking about why they're like. So let me finish this off real quick. So then we will go back to Daenerys and fucking her way to the top. Period. So the children of the forest, they had to make a plan. They had to figure out why they are losing all these battles. Then we look at the children of the forest and what they do.
You know why they were losing all those battles?
Why is that?
What was their weapons versus the weapons of the first men?
It's not that. It has nothing to do with that. What it really
has nothing to do. It has nothing to do with the construction of their weapons or
well, listen. If I had the ability to warg, if I had the ability to warg animals, if I had the ability to warg human beings, if I had the ability to do all this, it wouldn't be nothing that you can do about any weapon a sword would do versus someone that could warg you. Mind control beats any weapon you got.
Tony, can you come? You need to.
Can we look at who
okay, one of my degrees. Let's just stop for a second. One of my degrees.
Who is more powerful?
Was in history and military history back then. And what you're saying is bullshit. Weapon quality.
We're talking about mind control. Mind control.
Holy shit.
We're talking about mind control. So you're telling me that a gun is more powerful than mind control? Is that what you're telling me? That a gun is more powerful than mind control?
Hey, Tony, guess what? You're mind controlled and you're coming at me with your shitty ass weapon and I have a gun? You're goddamn right. My gun's worth more than your mind control. I will mind control
you, right? That's their power. So you have a gun. I have the ability.
You know how hard it is to mind control a human?
I will mind control you. We're talking about powers. If you look at guns, if you have someone like Deadpool versus somebody like Professor X, Professor X wins.
No, it's not that easy.
But it's easy for them to mind control animals, polar bears, wolves.
Yeah, and you know how easy it is to fucking kill animals?
How? If you have 1,000 of them charging at you. I've seen 50 dudes run from one dog barking. All right? I've seen it happen. I've seen people run from little animals and hear a dog bark, they get scared. So if you had 100 polar bears.
That teacher in me is dying right now. The teacher in me wants to hug you and take you to my home and just help you out.
You can hug me anytime you want. I appreciate that. That's so good. But when we're talking about mind control over a sword, I'm taking the mind control ability all day. So I think that the children had to, when you're talking about I have the ability to see the future, I have the ability to talk to the dead over a sword. I'm taking those abilities all day, and that's what the children of the forest have. So you saying that the weapons that man had, a sword and all this bronze sword at the time when they first got there, is a better than mind controlling animals, better than being able to see through weirwood trees, better than being able to talk to the dead, I have to disagree with you on that. I take those abilities all day over a goddamn bronze tip sword. All day. All day. And that is just me. And so if you want to agree or disagree, you have every right to. So
okay, well, then Tony.
Yes.
Let's look at history then. You're saying you would rather have their ability to warg versus the first men's weapon any day. Who won? The first men. The first men won. So
well, no.
You're right.
Let's look. All right.
I would take the first men ability any day.
No. I would have to break it down like this. Let me break it down to you.
No,
let me break it. Let me break it down to you. One second.
Take the first men's ability versus warging because, as you're saying, the children of the forest had that ability and they got fucked hard.
All right, let's look at what happened now.
That goes back and proves my point.
All right, let me fit.
The weapons they had.
You have a very good point. You have a very good point, but the point is wrong. And I'm going to explain to you exactly why. When the children of the forest created the White Walkers. The White Walkers defeated mankind. The White Walkers had them beat. There was only the last hero and a couple of people left. So the magic of the children of the forest kicked the shit out of mankind. And then the children used the propaganda to make the pact, to sign the pact, because they just didn't want no beef no more. But it's apparent, it is said, the White Walkers ran through cities, holdfast, kingdoms, castles, destroyed everyone. They were defeated. Mankind was beat. And that's
Tony,
the bottom line.
I have a really hard time taking you seriously when you can't even get your timelines right.
No, my timeline is perfectly right. You asked a question. You asked a question that I'm giving you the answer for. Why do the children of the forest hate the Iron Blood?
It said right by George that the superiority of their weapons is what destroyed them. But it's like, it's crazy because you take people where you are given all the facts and the data and you say, no, that's not right. And you can't do that. It is very clearly stated why the children of the forest lost, and you're trying to come up with some goddamn tinfoil fuckboy theory. That
first, I cannot come up with no tinfoil theory. I'm going by what the books say. When the books say that the White Walkers ran through everybody, defeated cities, defeated towns, defeated holdfast, and the people had to search out the children of the forest to beat them. That's what happened. That's it. There's no other way around it. They had them beat. That's why they went searching for the children. Not all their weapons that you want to claim that they had was so good didn't work versus the White Walkers. Maybe it worked versus the children of the forest.
Different weapons work with they're a different.
No, you just said you said the children of the forest got their ass kicked and they weren't in it and their powers didn't work, and that's not true. They were winning the war. They had the war won. That's the truth. The White Walkers are their soldiers.
So the children of the forest had the war so won against the first men that they constantly got shoved further and further up north. And even though George says it's because the first men had weapons that were superior, that didn't matter.
When you talk about the White Walkers and the children of the forest,
when they first came, talking about the White Walkers. We weren't talking about the White Walkers.
But that's part of the children of the forest's powers.
Okay,
because you're comparing their powers.
That's a different enemy, Tony. You can't say the others are on the same level as the first men. We were talking about the first men. If you're talking about the others,
you're talking about the children of the forest.
Okay, if I'm a mage and I'm fighting, if I'm a fire mage and I'm fighting against another fire enemy, it's not going to work as well. But if I'm going against an ice enemy, it's going to work well. So the children of the forest can get steamrolled by the first men, but not necessarily steamrolled by the others if they have a weapon that is superior to them. But just because the children have a weapon that is superior to the others doesn't mean they have a weapon superior to the first men. We see this in our own history.
The others,
did you not learn this in grade school?
The others are their weapon, and they use the others as a weapon against the first men. That's their weapon.
The others were a weapon that got out of control, and they're
you're talking about now it's out of control, but back then it was under control. That's why they were able to give them the weapon to defeat the others, because the children allowed them to do that. That is what happened. So now you're talking about the others now rebelled.
If it's their weapon, why would they want to subdue them? If you're saying that they had it completely under control,
I will tell you exactly what happened. I'll tell you exactly. I will tell you that.
I have my tinfoil on. Let's do this.
Please do it. When the children created the others and defeated mankind, they had mankind beat. Here comes the last year with his people. They go seek out the children of the forest. Children of the forest are acting like they have nothing to do with the White Walkers. They act like they had nothing to do with it. They don't even know what these creatures are. So the first men go and seek out the children. Hey, we need your help. Not knowing the children created these guys. So then they say, all right, this is how you defeat them. We're going to help you defeat them. So obviously they helped them defeat them. And by us helping you defeat them, we want this. That is exactly how it went down. Now, why
did they help?
That is not a lie. After that, years later, now all of a sudden, after the long night, after all this, the others now can take control of themselves and now they're hunting the children of the forest. So the children of the forest have no choice but to hide behind mankind and tell them what they did and say, hey, we created these guys out of you, and this is the reason. Now they're coming to kill everybody because the enemy of my enemy is my friend. And that's what's going on, and that's why they're even using the men right now. What
seems more likely is they created the others thinking they could control them. They found out that they couldn't, and they hid away from it. And then when the first men came to them saying, hey, can you help us? They gave them the means to do so. Unless there was a reason for them to give them the means to destroy the others, there had to be a reason besides, oh, hey, you asked, so here we go. It's because the others got out of control, and they wanted the first men's help in getting them back under control. Why else would they help them? For shits and giggles? Hey, we created this weapon to crush you, but oh, you asked nicely, so here, we'll help you.
Yes, it happens all the time. If you look at war right now, we have beef with Russia right now, or any other country right now, and we have nuclear bombs. Doesn't mean that if we hit Japan with a nuclear bomb back in the day, we didn't just go through the whole country and destroy everyone. We let them settle, right? We let them bend the knee. We took their plea. It's a plea bargain game. Same situation with the children. They put their nuclear bomb, the White Walkers, on the first men. They got defeated. When the first men bent the knee to them, they let them go. All right, you bent the knee to us. All right, we'll show you how to beat them. We put the White Walkers back. Then the White Walkers happened to come back. The children lost control of them for some reason, which is now, and that's why they're coming back to kill the children. And the children's like, we can't stop these motherfuckers. Tony, we need help from these guys, and Tony, that is the reason why they did it all.
Tony, this is not how history works, sweetie. Like I don't want to be disrespectful towards you. This is absolutely not how history works. If I have a weapon that is more powerful and can take you down, I'm not going to give you the means to take that weapon down. I'm going to say, hey, I can control them for you.
All right.
But no, hold on. No, all right. I can control them for you, but this is what you're going to give me. You're going to give me this territory, and you're going to stop doing this, and we're going to get this.
All right, so the reason why your statement is false here is because of this. The children of the forest never came clean that they had the White Walkers working for them. It never came clean with that. They acted like the White Walkers came out of nowhere. They didn't say they created them, so they're not going to say that in the negotiation. All right? So there's no need for them to do that. They don't know. So they're acting like they don't know why these White Walkers came around, but we have the means to defeat them. Use this. And that's what happened. So if they came clean from the beginning and said, hey, this is what's going on, we created the White Walkers to hurt you, now you're beat down, we'll shut them off for you, then yes, but they didn't come clean. You've seen they only came clean recently when they started talking to Brand and them exactly what happened. So all these years, they kept that shit under wraps that they had anything to do with the White Walkers.
Tony, I'm going to say to you and to anyone that subscribes to this theory, for people that spent their life in education and studied these type of things, it is incredibly insulting to us that you're making these comparisons because it's absolutely not true. And you're so fucking in your own heads. It's insane. You just have no grasp of history or weapons or military history or how these things work out. You haven't been listening to George. And it's so very rare that I tell someone their theory is fucking dumb. You're fucking dumb.
Yeah, well, I understand what you're saying. You could say that. You could say that my theory
is so dumb. You don't even have your timelines right. You don't have the weapons right. It doesn't make sense, and it's mind-boggling because you're an intelligent man that you would think that way. Like, this is so shocking to me.
Everything that you're saying right now, I've already cleared up. I have said exactly the reason why it's going down. It is nothing that you are saying that is unlikely. People have said the things I have said before as not true, but when it all comes down to it in the end, it all turns out to be true. As everything I have already said have turned out to be true, this will be turned out to be true in the end too. So how you don't come back when you're talking about military history and everything else, you're disregarding the fact of saying anything else. That exactly what's going on is that the children of the forest never came clean that they created the White Walkers. So by you alluding that fact and not even addressing that, you're just saying that they went to the first men and said, hey, we're going to shut these guys off for you. That's not how it happened because they didn't come clean with it. If they came clean with it, then they would have did that. But they acted like they had nothing to do with it.
Do you know how hard it was for the last hero, supposedly, to even find them? If they didn't want to come clean about it, and they still had them under control, it wouldn't have even mattered. Okay, follow this logical process with me, Tony. Jesus Christ, follow the logical process. You're saying they didn't have they had control of the others. That's what you're saying. They had control
Obviously
of the
they
others.
did. They created them, so they had control of them, right? So that's a given.
So you're saying they had control of them, and then the first one came to them and said, "Hey, these guys are causing a problem." If they're in control of them, they would have been the ones causing the problem.
They were causing the problem. That's right. They are the ones.
So then why did they stop when the first men came to them? They didn't have to tell them about the issues. They could have just stayed hidden. The last hero.
They could have stayed hidden. They could have done that. The same reason I'm going to tell you exactly why we didn't destroy Japan, just nuke the whole place and destroy the whole thing. People bend the knee to you. That's what you allowed them to do. And that's all it was. They went down there. They beat up man. They were getting their ass kicked by man. They created the White Walkers. The White Walkers kicked man's ass. And man needed a savior. They went to the Children of the Forest. The Children of the Forest acted like the savior. Acted like they had nothing to do with the White Walkers. Right? They never came clean about the White Walkers.
Why? What was the advantage of that? They could.
You'd have to ask George R. Martin why he did it that way, but it's pretty obvious that he did it that way because when Bran went over to Blood Raven and all of them and got his little vision, that is when he found out, and that's when anyone finds out in the books that they created the White Walkers. No one knew this. This is not something that people knew. No one knew it, so this is something they kept a secret the whole motherfucking time, and that's the bottom line.
I'm going to be quiet because I have never told someone before that their theory was illogical or dumb, and this is the first time in so many years of listening to theories that I am just dumbfounded that this would be your conclusion.
My conclusion that the Children of the Forest are the ultimate evil and Blood Raven is the great other. You can feel that way if you want. Okay. But the proof in the book is in the book, and that's the bottom line. And as I said before, the Children of the Forest, they are the evil of this place. They are the ones who set all this shit up. They are the worst people in this goddamn whole fucking book series. The Children of the Forest and Blood fucking Raven. They are the worst people in it.
Who do you think's gonna die this season?
Oh, well, I probably should ask you that because you're the guest on the show. So who do you think is going to die this season?
I think Grey Worm's going to die. Who do you think?
That was a pretty easy pick there. I mean, you didn't go on a limb there picking Grey Worm there. Let's look at someone a little tougher. I'm going to go with Brienne of Tarth will die.
Why do you think she's going to die?
I think that when you look at the situation, the way they're doing it in the show, in the books, I think she'll die around Jaime Lannister in the arms. Jaime Lannister would die in her arms, and then she will be killed. It seems that she may possibly be going beyond the wall for this mission. And when I look at the last couple of seasons, the last 6 episodes after this 7, I don't know if she really needs to be there. I don't know if she needs to be in the final battle with Jon Snow and them. It's a good possibility she could be because she does have a Valyrian steel sword, and I have said all the time that anybody with a Valyrian steel sword most likely will go to the final battle. That's why they've given them this sword to begin with. But I would just have to say that most likely that it will not go down like that. I think they will get her out of here this season. Brienne, when she goes beyond the wall with Jon Snow, she may not make it back to Winterfell.
Great. Who do you think is more likely to live this season?
I don't think anyone's going to live. I think that most people. I mean, Jon Snow. How about that? How about you?
Jon Snow? Why Jon Snow?
He's the lead character in the show.
so you don't think he could just die again?
I think he'll get brought right back to life if he does die again. It's like Thoros Amir's been brought back to life every time he's died, because he's no different than Thoros Amir. So if he gets killed, he's going to get brought back until he is done fulfilling the mission that he has to be done. And when you look at that, and I'm going to tell you people right now, when you look at this thing, this fire situation, bringing Jon Snow back and all that, this is nothing more than a warging ability being performed in a human. So I should call it a skin change. If this warging is done with wolves, this is a skin changing situation that's going on with Jon Snow, and that is what's going on here. It's no more than that. I don't even know if it's Jon Snow in his body anymore right now. And I think that most likely in the end game, it will be Bran Stark using Jon Snow as an avatar and fighting the Night's King when it's all said and done.
So who do you think is going to be the first Stark to die this season?
But you could say that. How about that? You could say that was a dumb one too, because that's just about the same situation I just said. So you could say that was terrible theory if you wish. You could say that. But as for Stark to die this season, I think the Starks have taken their licks. I think they've taken their losses. I don't know if we will see any Starks die in the first 6 episodes. When I look at this series and I look at this show, I'm looking at this as one full episode. So I don't know if any Stark would die in the first, one full season. I wouldn't think that any Starks would die in the first half of the season. So I would think if any Starks die, it would be the second half of the season, and that's when it would go down.
All right, Tony, we have to remind these people we're friends.
We are. Oh, all right. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Look, all right.
I'm reading in the chat. We're fine because they're like, oh, Rawrist is attacking, blah, blah, blah. Okay, this is what friends do.
All right. Let me.
You guys are witnessing. Hold on.
Allow me to say. No.
You guys are witnessing us, but you're saying I'm on Tony's live stream. When people are on my live stream, we do the same thing. We disagree. We debate. We talk over each other. We're passionate about it. It's completely normal. Neither of us hate each other. And nothing is off limits. If Tony wants to call me a crazy fucking ginger bitch, that's just what we do.
I would if I wanted to, but I wouldn't. But let me explain to you like this, people.
Oh, do it, Tony.
All right, crazy bitch. Let me explain to you like this, people. This is Game of motherfucking Thrones, right? This is the motherfucking season 7. This is how you get a hype. My channel, it says right here, investigate and debate. I will debate anyone, friend or foe, about any topic. And this is my girl. She has the right to say whatever she wants to say. If she thinks that my fucking theory is a piece of shit and cockamamie is not true, when it's right, she's going to come on and say it was. And that's the bottom line. I don't care. She says that. I'm sure some things that she says, I don't agree with. Some things.
Exactly. And they want
that's just the way. That's what life is.
They want us to be like, oh, you need to be polite and take turns. It's like, where the fuck is that either of our personalities?
That's not how I get that.
Shit. No, fuck that.
This is not no motherfucking
Sesame Street bullshit.
Damn motherfucking
Big Bird.
Yeah, no, this is not no motherfucking MSNBC fucking town hall meeting with some bullshit question. This is me and her talking for real. And I would be talking to her like this if I wasn't on the stream. I'd be talking to her like this behind the scene. The same way James Johnson talks to his mother. This is what people do who have passion for the show and like each other. And I love the Ross and love everyone else. So please, if anybody thinks that was a bad thing, a situation, my bad, please don't think that was, because I'm sure there are a lot of people that feel the exact same way she feels and says, Tony Teflon, you don't know what you're talking about. You don't understand this. And I hope that here's your champion to defend it.
I thought we could talk for real. I thought on your channel, you said your subscribers are the realest people and you're cool with just saying whatever the fuck you want. But then I hear in the live chat, don't worry, you can't be saying that.
And let me tell you,
man.
Listen, that's bullshit. And the bottom line is this. This is going to be the livest one of these motherfucking live streams out of them all. And you know how we do, and that's the way it is, you know what I mean? And it's not like we're going to keep running them, and that's just the way it's going to be. So don't think
every other live chat is, oh, what do you think? Okay, yeah. And Tony and I are sitting here being like, no, fuck you. It's this.
Exactly.
It's good to be yourself, but then people freak out thinking, oh, we hate each other. It's like, no.
There's no doubt about it. And as people say, look, this shit I come up with a lot of theories. That's what my channel is there to do. And anybody who don't agree with anything I say, you have the right to make a video about it. When I put something out there, if I say it, I wear it, I sport it, you have the right to comment on it because I put it in the public eye. And you could say what you want. And I don't. Go ahead,
we're passionate.
That's right. Now,
we are passionate, and you want to know it. You have theories that I don't agree with, and I probably have theories you don't agree with. And I sure as shit would hope, even if, they're saying you can't talk to Tony on his live stream, if you came to my live stream and you were saying, hey, listen, you crazy bitch, this is not, I'd be like, all right, let's fucking discuss this. There's no, oh, you're on this channel, so you need to behave this way. No, we're friends. We talk how we fucking want to talk.
And you'll know we're friends because I'll be on her channel. She'll be back on my channel. And you understand, I'm going to get to the same motherfucking argument because I'm going to make the same points. And I'm going to say the same shit. And Daenerys fucked her way to the top. And I don't care what anyone else says. That's just the goddamn truth. That's the way I see it.
It's awesome when someone doesn't kiss your ass and has a disagreement with you and acts like a goddamn friend instead of a kiss ass.
That's the best fucking way to be, man. That's the best way to be. And I hope everyone understands that this is the motherfucking stream that was motherfucking promised. I'm drinking, goddammit.
Wait. say your sword? Did you say your sword?
My sword?
Your magic sword. Did you talk about your sword, Tony?
Uh-oh. Jesus Christ. We don't want to go there with that and stuff like that. That's sword's got a
what
magnum.
we're all waiting for.
God damn it. So we have just debated so much. We got 10 minutes left. Letting you answer the question. I'm gonna take the questions from the motherfucking chat, please. So if you got a question in the chat for the Rawrist, first time on Teflon TV, not the last time, I promise you that. Please ask away. This is season 7. We about to get this up. Do you think that the 5-year plot crippled the Song of Ice and Fire series or enhanced it? What do you think about that?
Season 5 plot?
Did it say season 5 plot or 5-year plot? Let me go back here.
The season 5 plot that made me sob like a little bitch. Is that the plot we're talking about?
Let's just say that he said the season 5 plot. Let's say he said that. I don't know what the fuck he said. This shit is going too fast. I'm not used to having all these people fucking in my show. That's the
wait, Tony, wait. What's your secret word?
Oh, that is right. Y'all want the secret motherfucking word from the Don.
That's what I was talking about. Sword. I wasn't talking about your penis.
Oh, I thought you were. Goddamn it.
No, I was talking about the secret word of the stream. Sorry.
I'm black. Usually that's what people talk about when they talk about me. Goddamn.
All right, no, I was talking about your sword.
Let's go. My secret word that I'm going to give you right now is basically the word that people have given you. They have given you certain swords, and these are simple swords. These are swords that people have known about. So I'm going to give you something that not everyone's going to get. So if you didn't watch this, you definitely aren't going to get it. And the secret word is, for my Valyrian steel sword, Orphan Maker is the Don sword. So take that word, put that goddamn down, and that's what the motherfucker it is. So let me see if I know we had a lot of questions here. A couple of them that just went up and shit like that. What does that say? I'm not gonna ask that question at all. Not that one. Y'all people are crazy. Will Arya run into Nymeria? How about that? That's simple.
Will Arya run into Nymeria?
Nymeria this season. Arya, Nymeria, are they going back at it or not?
I think they'll meet up this season. Yeah, if that's the question.
I would think I have to agree with her on this one. I don't agree with her on everything, but I'll have to agree on this one that Nymeria is making her way back this season to meet up with Arya. Now, do you think that this spells the end of Arya? Maybe not this season, but before this whole thing is over, do you think that Arya Stark is going to die?
I think she'll end by the end of the season. Yeah, I don't think she'll die this season, though.
Yeah, I always thought that is quite a good possibility that she could die. Because I always thought that one of the Starks have to live their second life in the Wolf. Now, we've heard a lot about the second life, so we know that someone has to do that. No reason to bring it up if it's not going to happen. It has to be one of these Starks. But now that we understand the Fire White situation of Jon Snow, I have no choice, and I'm going to say I have to think about it, that I think that is quite possibly that Arya could survive, because I thought that would be her. But instead, it would be Jon Snow in his second life, because we know... Listen, Dany is going to fuck a zombie. I don't know if she likes fucking zombies, but she's about to fuck a zombie. It's quite possible that Dany could be a zombie the way this Fire White shit is working right now. So 2 zombie fucking. Who knows? But in the end, I think that since Jon Snow is a zombie, he's definitely got to die at the end. He's not going to sit the Iron Throne. So quite possibly, he could go out and be inside a ghost. It would make sense. He's already a ghost. His wolf's name is Ghost. He can just go inside Ghost and spend the rest of his life in Ghost. So it quite possibly could be that. I'm going to hope it's that, because obviously when I'm dealing with the Stannis situation, which is my #1 dude dying, Arya, my #2 girl, they both passed away, I would hate this fucking book series. I'm going to have to say, since Arya is George R. R. Martin's wife's best character, they're still on good terms and stuff, that happy wife, happy life, he ain't going to kill her off.
I guess Mike keeps spamming. How does it feel to have owned Rawrist and that thing?
I don't think it went like that. I don't think
Mike
it went
understands history. So, Mike, how does it feel to not understand history or literature? Oh, shit, bitch!
I don't listen. It's going to be like this. I don't think it went down like that. I thought it was an even 50-50 thing. There's going to be people that agree with the Don Tony Teflon. There's going to be people that agree with the Rawrist. It's 50-50. That's what Game of Thrones is. Only one who knows is George R. R. Martin in the end. And in the end,
there's going to be people that have an education and agree with history.
Yeah, you know, there's people that agree with that and people who disagree with the books and the way they're written because they're not written in real history. So we will see exactly.
Do you know the amount of people where George says something in his books and they're like, well, that's not how it is in real life. And it's like, well, it's how it is in George's world.
And that's what
I don't even understand how they're like, well, George is wrong. Well, he's not wrong in his world. Like, come on.
Exactly. And I went into that when we talked about race when I was at the Kind of Thrones panel and stuff like that. And she has the right to write whatever he wants in any way he feels like writing it. It's his book. He can include who he wants. He could disclude who he wants. It's his book.
It pisses people off when George considers Dorne a kingdom because they're like, well, it's run by a prince. Technically, it's not a kingdom. And it's like, George can do what he wants. If in this world he considers that a kingdom, that's his world. Like, when people are like, well, that's not, he's wrong, so I'm not going to consider it that. Well, that's great, but everyone else will because this is his world and we're visitors in it, you know?
No doubt about it. It's his thing. If he says that motherfucking water can flow up in the air, it flows up in the air. If he says that motherfuckers got 8 toes, they got 8 toes.
And
it doesn't matter what's going on here.
Yeah, but people want to say, well, that's not normal because in our world, okay, but yeah, it's just, I don't know, it's insane. It's like when he recently said Beric is a white. I'm like, well, that's not what he really meant. Okay, so when he said Beric was a white, he didn't mean he was a white. It's just, it's bizarre.
It is. You know, look, and it really goes down to the passion that people have for this, that they really wanted to see it their way. But I will say like this, whatever passion you have for these book series, don't see it your way. See it George's way. That's what really makes the passion. I don't want the book series to end the way I want it to end. I want it to end the way he wants it to end. There's a way I would like it to end. And that's my personal preference because I have these characters and I feel a certain way, but I want him to end it the way he wants to end it. I don't want him to make me happy. I don't want him to placate me. I want him to do what he wants to do. And that's the bottom line.
In answer to Zach, who answered, it's because regardless of history, logic doesn't get trumped. So,
well, and that's where it goes. I mean, someone just hit me up with someone saying some meat locker book. I should read some meat book that the meat market or something like that. That George R. R. Martin wrote, Meat Bodies, and I was like, it sounds like a club that I ain't trying to be up in. You know what I mean? So I don't know if I could go back and read that or anything else like that. I would like to let everyone know the stream that was promised does continue on Smokescreen's channel. I'm the Don Tony Teflon. I will be going over to Smokescreen's channel, and you know you done made it. This is how you know you done made it in life. When you have the beautiful Rawrist on your channel, and then you get to go hang out with Smokescreen right after. I mean, Jesus Christ, how better can you get than that? Huh?
I said Smokescreen's the beauty. His luscious locks, that smile.
I don't know. I only see him with a hat on his head, so and I don't look at men like that. So I'm gonna have to take your word for that.
Ask him to take the head off. Ask him to show you.
Hell no. I ain't interested.
just a little peek. Just ask for a little peek.
I don't want to peek. I don't want to peek at nothing. I don't want to peek at nada. I'm good where I'm at. That's
Chris,
just
actually, Smokescreen is in the chat. Smokescreen, make sure you show him your luscious locks. He said 10 nopes. Nope.
Exactly. He knows what it is. He knows, we don't roll like this. I mean, hey, do what you do, but that's not the way. That's not for us. And that's just the way it be and everything else. But yes, I would like to say, please subscribe to the Rawrist channel if you haven't already. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you enjoyed this stream. I hope you really enjoyed everything that went down in this stream. I hope you enjoyed us. Subscribe. I'm sure you're already subscribed to the channel. So subscribe to mine, motherfucker. Goddamn it, please.
No, thank you so much, Tony, for letting me come on and have a conversation. For the people that were super polite and nice, having the conversation with us, and realizing we're just talking as friends. This is how friends talk. This is how they debate. It's nothing personal against each other.
No, not at all. Not at all. Not whatsoever. So if you like the way we do this, please thumbs up this. Please spread this across the realm and please subscribe. And until next time, you know who it is. Peace. I'll be back with the pregame show when this is all said and done at 7 o'clock. And stay sexy.